I was standing outside the bathroom door when I heard her say it. Her voice was light, teasing, the way it always got when she was gossiping. But the words hit me like a car crash in slow motion. He's going to propose tonight. Watch me say no and make him look like a fool. For a moment, I didn't breathe. I just stood there, frozen, holding the velvet ring box in my hand. The air felt heavy, the kind of thick silence that comes before a storm. On the other side of the door, I could hear her laughter mixing with someone else's, a friend, probably, and the sound sliced right through me. My stomach turned. The box suddenly felt like it weighed 10 pounds. I'd spent weeks planning tonight. The restaurant, the playlist, the ring, all of it. I'd even called her parents, told them I was finally going to ask. Her mother cried. Her father told me I was the right man for her. I thought I was. But now, standing there, the truth was suffocating. She wasn't just planning to say no. She wanted to humiliate me. I stepped away before she came out, slipping the box into my jacket pocket like it was something shameful. I walked down the hall, out the door, and into the cold evening air. The sky was bruised purple, rain threatening. I didn't know where I was going. I just needed to move, to breathe, to not think. For the first few minutes, my mind refused to believe what I'd heard. Maybe I'd misheard her. Maybe it was a joke. She had a dark sense of humor sometimes. Maybe she didn't mean it. But then I remembered her tone. Playful. Confident. Cruel in a way I'd never noticed before. By the time I reached the park at the end of our street, denial had given way to something else, something colder. Anger. I sat on a bench, the ring box still in my hand. I opened it. The diamond caught the fading sunlight, throwing tiny flashes across my palm. I'd imagined this moment so many times. Her tears, her yes, the way she'd look at me like I was the only man who'd ever mattered. Now, it all felt like a joke I hadn't realized I was part of. I thought about the little signs I'd ignored. The way she'd pull away when I held her hand in public. How she'd roll her eyes when I talked about the future. How she'd start spending weekends with the girls, then come home smelling faintly of cologne that wasn't mine. I told myself it was stress. That she loved me, but maybe she needed space. I was an idiot. When I finally went back to the apartment, she was sitting on the couch, scrolling through her phone. She looked up and smiled. "You're back early. Everything okay?" That smile used to be the reason I felt lucky. Now it made my skin crawl. "Yeah," I said, keeping my voice even. "Just needed some air." She nodded and went back to her phone. I watched her for a while. The way her fingers danced over the screen, the faint smirk that tugged at her lips when a new message came in. She wasn't even trying to hide it anymore. "Big night," I said finally. She glanced up, pretending to be surprised. "Oh, what's tonight?" "You'll see." Her eyes flickered with something I couldn't read, nervousness, maybe guilt, but she recovered quickly. "Well, make it good then." I went into the bedroom and stared at my reflection in the mirror. I looked calm, but inside I was unraveling. Every memory, every moment we'd shared, felt like it was collapsing under its own weight. Dinner was at 8. I almost cancelled, but something inside me wanted to see how far she'd take it. Maybe I wanted to hear the lie come straight from her mouth. At the restaurant, everything was perfect. The table by the window. The string lights glowing above us. The waiter bringing out her favorite wine before we even asked. She was radiant in that red dress, the one I bought her for our anniversary. "You really went all out," she said, smiling as she lifted her glass. "Only for you," I said, matching her smile. For most of the meal, I just listened. She talked about her friends, her new project at work, the crazy client she was dealing with. Every word felt hollow now. When I mentioned our future, she brushed it aside with a nervous laugh. Halfway through dessert, I saw her phone light up. The name on the screen made my stomach twist. Ethan. I didn't say anything. She quickly flipped the phone face down, her smile tightening. "Work thing," she muttered. I nodded. "Sure." When the waiter brought out the check, I reached into my pocket. Her eyes widened when she saw the ring box. For the first time all night, she went silent. I placed it on the table gently, not opening it. You were right, I said. I was going to propose tonight. She swallowed hard, her face draining of color. Daniel. But then I overheard you, I said quietly. You know, before dinner. You told someone to watch you say no and make me look like a fool. Her eyes went wide, panic flashing across her face. It's not what you think. No. I leaned forward. Then what is it? A joke? A game? Tears welled in her eyes, but they didn't move me. I was nervous, she said quickly. I didn't mean it. I was scared of how serious things were getting. I said something stupid. I let out a hollow laugh. Scared? You planned to humiliate me. Her voice cracked. I didn't plan anything. Please, you have to believe me. I looked at her, really looked at her, and realized I didn't know this woman anymore. Maybe I never did. I pushed the ring box toward her. Keep it, I said. You can show it to Ethan. Her face crumpled. There's nothing going on with Ethan. Then why did he text you during dinner? She didn't answer. Just stared at me, lips trembling, searching for a lie that might still work. I stood up, dropped enough cash on the table to cover the bill, and walked out. She called my name once, maybe twice, but I didn't turn around. Outside, the rain had finally started. The streetlights blurred against the wet pavement, and for the first time in months, the air felt clean. I walked without a destination, my mind quiet. When I got home, I took the ring out of my pocket. The diamond still caught the light, still looked perfect. But perfection means nothing when it's empty inside. I set it down on the counter and walked away. A few days later, I saw a post on her social media. Her, smiling, holding a glass of wine, captioned starting fresh. Good for her. As for me, I didn't start fresh. I started honest. I stopped pretending that love could survive without respect. I stopped chasing people who made jokes out of hearts. And maybe, someday, I'll propose again. But next time, it'll be to someone who says yes, not because she wants to be seen, but because she means it.